Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. So today we're going to take a look at the date wheel calculator. Now this application is good for several different things. It allows you to create calculations for future reference. So you can either count down to an important date or event, you can calculate shipping time between business days, calculate timing in weeks, months, or business days or days, determine different things like, say for example, my birth date. I'm going to put in my birthday here, which is January 16th, and the year I was born, 1980. Hit done. So that is there. I can lock this section now, and then I can enter a duration, which would produce an end date, or I can enter an end date, which would produce a duration. So let's go and put in of this coming year, so 2010, January 16th of 2010. So now it's telling me 10,958 days, weeks, months, 365.267, or business days. So this could be fun because you could use it to calculate, say, a birth date. Rather than saying happy birthday to someone, you could say, oh, happy 7,828th business day. Or it doesn't even have to be their birthday. You could just create this calculation for the fun of it. Having these different intervals, months, weeks, days, and business days, allows you to create calculations for pretty much anything. So business days, of course, not including the weekends and all that stuff. I mean, you could use this to calculate pregnancy due date, track the distance between the amount of time between, your two children or something, birth dates, anniversaries, the amount of time you have left for a project by its due date. How many business days do we have left to complete this project? Well, you just type it right in. What you can also do is create additional calculations here. So I can hit plus and start a new one. So I have my previous one. I can create a new one for, say, my anniversary. So I'm typing in my anniversary, and you can see we've got two different calculators here now. So for my anniversary, I'm going to delete the duration because I found that you need to delete the duration before you can change the start date. So I'm going to put in April 4th of 2008. So we've got April 4th, 2008, which was a Friday. That's locked now. Now say I want to find out what the date is going to be after we've been married for 32 months. I could change this information right here. Now I can also go in and change the end date. So let's say I want to change the end date to 2030 and figure out this information here. How many business days, weeks, months. This is just an example for anniversary. This could be anything. I could be calculating pretty much anything from here. So simple calculations like shipments. Say for example, you order something and they say, oh, it's going to take 7 to 10 business days. You can use this to calculate that really quickly. More usefully, probably if it's a freight shipment, which takes obviously a lot longer, you can figure out that stuff. Essentially, any calculation that has a potential start and end date and a duration, which is any date, can be calculated within this application. So very useful application to have when it comes to this. So we're getting pretty close to Christmas, so we could even use this to figure out how many business days left until Christmas. We have some settings here just to turn sound on and off. Basic information tab with help, so if you wanted to check this out and read up on this application, you could do that. Even contact the developer. When you're done with a calculation, we have our two calculations here, which we can edit and delete from here, but we can also delete it from right here as well. So there are multiple ways to get rid of calculations that you don't need anymore. So there. So this is a great tool to have for calculations, very simple to use, easy to navigate, and then of course being able to save those calculations to reference them. One last thing that I didn't show, let's get out of here and go into this calculation. If you need to select today's date, because maybe we had another date selected. You could just hit today and it's going to go ahead and load today's date in there. So really easy to get that selected as well. So that's going to do it for this look at the Date Wheel Date Calculator. Definitely check it out. It's $3.99 in the App Store under Utilities. So take care, and we'll see you next time on the Daily App Show.